ricetrack.com. Purchase your rice track now. Ricetrack.com. Ricetrack.com.
Yeah, spit.
Hey, let him see that shit. Go on down there with you. Let him see that. Take him right there. Let him see that right down there. Yeah. That was our first thing, man. That was the first album. And she ripped the city. We got a record on the radio. Explode on Contact, and that's exactly what that record did, boy. It exploded, you dig?
Classic, baby.
Hey, real talk. If you don't know about it, go pull it up. It's on her classic shit.
Classic.
We gonna fuck around and do some new shit on you niggas, boy.
Exactly. We got some shit.
Yeah.
We got some shit. Shit, he got some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck with y'all, you know.
I'm just getting you in the lab, just.
I'm fucking around.
You know, we talk about the DJ, but now we're gonna talk about the production side of you. That is, you know, everybody know you for the DJ. We gotta put the rice tracks out there.
Yeah, the tracks be rocking, man.
Yes.
All I do is work. That's all I do. I stood by my mom and my daddy on this one. Took them back to the old school. Some old Kansas City two-step and shit. With a hip-hop twist, you know what I'm saying? like some commercial, 95.5 kind of crossover. Still got the hip hop feel to it though. There's a whole bunch of shit I do, try not to sound the same every time. Like some Chef Michelle singing on the hook. Kind of like that Just Blaze kind of drums. The piano in the back, yeah. Feel some 50 on it. Pop Smoke on it. Wicked on it. All night, but I have some slow kicks in the room. Yeah, this is kind of like, some slick talk. We talk about some bud, but you know what we really talk about? We gonna talk about some pussy, you know what I'm talking about? Or something like that, you know what I'm saying? This is like some pain. You know, your baby mama did you wrong. Lost all your house money gambling. Gotta go home and tell mama I ain't got the rent. Rice cracked me down in the street. Nigga took my old check, baby. What I'm gonna do? It's one of them records, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I ain't gonna give you everything, but you know.
On her pussy like a donut. These weapons is flexible. These motherfuckers fold up. The onions are vegetables. I told that bitch to roll up. If you ain't fucking little baby, hold up. I show up and get to that bread just like a cold cut. Why you fucking all these niggas hoes?
Bizzle.
Why you on? Why you rolling like a finger roll?
Young Bizzle, Casey Young Boss, what's up?
G-I-B-E-A, fuck. Do you know what that
The dream team stay working. All I do is work, nigga. Wicked One in the building, LG. Money Man just walked in this motherfucker. Wicked, she got some exclusive shit for y'all. Pay attention. It's coming.
Welcome to another episode of Truth in the Booth. I'm K Krim, aka the Wicked One, sitting here with the legendary DJ Rice.
Salute.
My buddy, man, my guy right here,
This
man.
family right here, man.
Real talk. We've been doing it for so long, man. So, for the people that don't know, how did you get started doing music?
Oh, music. That came after DJing. It's about 10 years into DJing. I had a group in Columbia. Lamar, Devious Minds. Not the ones from Topeka, Kansas, but the one that was in Columbia, Missouri. White Boy made the beat. Came over to my crib and brought that EPS keyboard, which was a sampler. Left it with me for about a week. Oh yeah. That's when I started making beats.
Woo!
A lot of people don't know that. That's some exclusive shit. That was a good question. Good question.
So, who are some of the people that influenced you getting started doing beats? I heard you said your friend, what was his name?
DJ Snow.
DJ Snow.
Snow was actually like the one who actually led me to the whole water to see the beat game, basically. I went down to St. Louis. He had that MPC 60 at the time. And he had an EPS keyboard. And it was hooked up to a computer monitor. It was blowing my mind because he would push the computer and the drums would start. And I said, and he would add to it as it was going on the computer. And I was blown away. And I went and bought everything that he had. Came back to Kansas City and we started transferring files, and he would give me kits. And I come up here. Snow was really the one who got me started beats. Hardcore.
All right.
Hardcore. DJ Snow, St. Louis, what's happening?
Shout out to St. Louis. So who are some of the other people? Because I know you didn't work with other producers. So who are some of the other producers you didn't work with?
Kansas City, Don Juan is one of my big mentors. Big ups to Don Juan. He's been real instrumental in me continuing to progress with the beats. We, bounce information off of each other. Icy Rock. That's one of my other guys, one of my other mentors. He do the same thing. He keeps bouncing information. A bunch of Smurf. Y'all ain't up on Smurf. He up and coming.
He up and coming.
Yeah, he know.
Y'all watch out.
He the one that made me buy that MPCX. He made me buy that. Okay, but it's a handful of producers. Zig. I mean, back in the day, you remember Zig? Zig taught me about reasons, and my man 6'4" Jazz down there. What's up to Jazz?
What's up, Jazz?
We tapped around, learned some stuff from him, from some studio stuff, and platforms and Pro Tools and all that stuff. So it's almost like a neighborhood of producers, engineers, that transfer a lot of information, and it's like a family. If you don't know, ask. If you ask and then then they hear it in your music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you come back out there slapping with something, they're like, you did that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, God. So, yeah. Nobody's going to tell you good or not. Your music will speak for itself.
Sure will.
And she could tell you definitely about that. Because we had that experience.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Shit, real talk.
So where do you see the music scene going right now?
Locally or internationally? Locally. It's a good vibe in Kansas City.
Yes, it is.
It's a really good vibe. The bar has been risen. DJs are involved. Artists are being active. Shows are coming in town. Shout out to DJ Street King doing his thing. Mac, DJ Rocky Montana. These guys are active, keeping activities going on in the city.
For sure.
So I think it's headed in a good direction. Guys are starting to step to these labels and these distributors, and they're getting these deals now. D-Walk, big shouts to D-Walk. Walked in there to QC and did his thing. There's a couple more artists got some things happening. Tone Henderson been doing shit for a minute. Y'all sleeping on him. He been knocking shit out the park, and y'all ain't even been paying attention. But Tone been doing some big shit too behind the scenes, getting niggas, leading niggas to that money on some real shit. I think the scene is active, Popper still got his thing moving. He's doing his thing. Rich the Factor's out here making noise still. What's the MSB 58? How fuck his name up all the time? Excuse me. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Squilliate, or I fuck his name up too. I'm bad with names, but I know these niggas music. Yeah. But yeah, the scene's active. I think Kansas City is worthy of being noticed nationwide.
Right.
We right here in the middle. We get a little influence from everywhere, mainly the West, you know what I'm saying? But it's a big gumbo pot here. So much talent. I do believe if the spotlight get here, you'll be surprised who's hot.
Yeah.
Because, motherfucker all a nigga need is get in the right mood, hear the right beat, and say the right thing. And it's a lot of people here doing that.
Real.
You got some veterans in the game that's still being actively pursuing it. You got some guys that's right at it, get ready to knock some shit out the park. And the new cats hitting the scene is just standing up doing their thing. And, it's a respectful thing. And, if we can get away from this violence, the city come together, which we will. We coming. See, all they're gonna take is one. And we already seen 2 or 3, so it's bubbling. Y'all ain't really seeing it because there's really a lot of things behind the scenes, but it's bubbling real big. But it's about to be exposed to the world. Kansas City, it's our turn. Shit, the Chiefs showed out. We back at that one more game.
You know it.
Shit,
2 times, baby.
So
take it back.
Kansas City is, we got a lot of new stuff, buildings going up downtown, new money coming in the city. It's active, man. It's active.
So with you being a vet in the game, who are some of the artists that you see out here that you would like to work with?
All of them.
All of them. You heard that?
All of them. If you got the talent, you serious about your craft, you've got a vision on what you're doing, some kind of plan on how you're going to get there, I'm interested. I'm a bag of information. But please don't waste my time.
That is true.
And I'm hard to catch because I'm
real.
busy.
Yes.
I'm busy.
Yes,
I
yes.
got a lot of things happening.
Yes.
But yeah, all artists.
Yeah, and speaking on that, so why don't you tell the people what you got going on, man? Like Rice Tracks. If y'all don't know.
Oh yeah.
If y'all don't know, y'all better get up on it, man.
Rice Tracks. You can go to ricetracks.com. That's where the beach is at. You know, that's really what the whole thing I got moving right now. You can go to BeatStars/DJ Rice. There's another beat page. So all these beats are being placed in all these places to get placements. So if you talented enough to do something to them beats, there you go. So ricetracks.com.
You gonna find at least 2 or 3 on there. If you can't rap off that, I don't know.
Go put your ear on it, and if it's something you like, holla at me. You can email me, and it's at ricetracks.com. At Gmail. No, it's ricetracks.com is the website, and ricetracks@gmail.com is my email. So email me if you really would seriously about. I got all beats, all kind of beats. You know, so a lot of the beats you hear on the sites, I got 500 more that I ain't on the site. So, you know, we work something out.
Yeah, you see what the shirt say.
Oh, all I do is work.
You see
all
what
I
the
do
shirt
is work.
say. So.
That's all I do is work. That's why I'm hard to catch. So if you're fucking with me, you gotta be serious enough for me to fuck with you.
Hey, so earlier I threw it at DJ Rice. I feel like he should drop a compilation. Because he's the only person, I mean not the only person, but one of the people, the vets in the game that can bring people in Kansas City together.
Yeah, I think I've been capable of doing that. I had 4 projects, which the last one was the senior project, and that's all it is bringing all the artists together in Kansas City. I've been thinking about doing another one.
Let's go.
I've been thinking about it, but guys, and these young ladies out here, everybody got their lane gone. Everybody got their lane gone, so I'm respecting that. You know, everybody else get an opportunity to present. You know,
but he still should go ahead and drop the compilation. Y'all know what it is.
We might just do that though.
And what else?
We might just do
I'm
that.
telling you. So what else you got cracking? Like
I got a couple other businesses going on outside of DJ. I know people like, what you
the
you
DJ,
the
the
DJ.
life of the party, man.
I had to pull out of that lane, man, for a while, man, because, I've been in life of the party for 40 years, you know, and a lot of people my age ain't at the party no more. You dig? I don't know who the fuck dancing now. Shit, I can't call nobody's name. Man. Oh, that's my grandson. Damn. Yeah. So that's what pulled me out the DJ game. Nigga trying to get to retirement, you know. I know that sounds crazy.
Nah, it's real.
But that's real. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
But I still got the love for it and the passion for it, and I tap in with the DJs and new guys I done passed the baton to. These guys is really doing their thing, raising the bar, you know, getting a lot of artists involved, getting artists, they rocking these records, man. See, that's the whole thing about a DJ. You got to crack records, man. When I say crack, I mean break them. Play people's music. You got to play the local music and get it hot. Now, at the same time, local artists got to bring some hot shit to the DJ. Don't be mad if the DJ don't play your shit. If it's not hot, I'm not playing it, you know. And I will tell you that right there on the spot.
But you know what? It is a couple of records that get played that ain't hot. But they, you know, you just got to take care of the DJ. That's all I'm going to say.
You can do that, too. I mean, I've done that. Here you go, Rice. You really want me to play it? Here you go. Okay. I'm going to put it on. As soon as I put it on, the crowd disperses.
Just first,
I ain't going to even stop it. I'm going to just say, yeah, this is the new song. What's your name again, Doc? Hey, this is the new song by Mike. Tell him. The new one, make sure you come on back and get it, yo. He's standing going, hey, man, cut it off. Go ahead and cut it off, Doc. Yeah, that's his new single, y'all. They looking for the album.
Oh,
And then I drop wicked shit and the party turns out.
Yeah,
You
you
dig
know.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta have some hot shit for the DJ to play it. Not just me, but any DJ. So, and that's just one love to all DJs. Respect the DJ. He's gonna give you his opinion, and it's just that. And a matter of fact, that's his opinion, all right? And when he give it to you, you gotta be able to take it, whether it's good or bad, sideways up, whatever it is. You gotta be able to take that and have some respect for him, especially if he's working. And if you come on anybody's job and asking questions and want to request something, there's usually a nice little tip or something involved with that. That usually makes the DJ plays the record pretty quick. Oh, y'all figure that out.
For real.
No doubt.
For real, man. So it's so much going on in the music game, man. So where do you see yourself doing the music in about 5-10 years? Where you see yourself elevating to? Cause I've been knowing you for what, 30? Well, no,
Good. 25.
25 years. You know, cause I was 22. Yeah, I was a little whippersnapper.
Snapper was out here yanking motherfuckers' heads off too.
But hey, he was the DJ, so you got hey, you know, some of the artists out there, you got a good DJ, man. Take care of the DJ.
I mean,
Feel me?
what we had was a little different, a little unique, because we had a chemistry going to where we had the lab to work in. She had beats. She already had shit written. She just can come. It's like a smorgasbord. She just come in.
Yeah,
Hear that
one
beat?
take.
Like, one take. That's a beat.
One take.
That's
That's
a song.
it. Let's go.
That's another
Let's go.
song.
Let's go.
Now we got a project done.
Yeah, so
It just my ass was hard headed and slipped up and went to prison. And now I'm gone, stopped the whole mess.
but you know, we
Took
got
us a
back.
minute
Yeah,
for me to get
we
back,
got
and
back
then we
on,
got back
though.
on,
We
you
got
dig?
back on,
But
like
yeah.
shit. And shout out to Freshnell for holding you down, man.
Fresh Popper,
Because
Jack,
he put
all
me
of
on
that.
the Endo show. You made that call, and he was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you on
man.
that?"
Yeah, man.
So,
that was
man,
big
shout
up
out
back
to
then.
Fresh and Popper, man. For
Yeah,
real.
big
Real
shout
talk.
out to them.
Real
They're my
talk.
guys right there. They're my guys. Them, and I don't say that just to say it. I'm talking about 20, 25, that kind of time with these guys every day. You know, watching each other's craft come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's love all the way across the table. You know, where I see myself in the Kansas City music game, I want to be one of the influencers to lead one of these artists to the majors. You know.
Get him a
Not so
project.
much
Get him a project.
Hold his hand, but
No.
give him the tools to get to the major so it can expose the talent here. And then have some kind of rotation of talent being exposed right here that it can continue to feed the whole world talent. That's one of my goals here for Kansas City.
Man, that's knowledge, man. That is knowledge for you, man. That is knowledge. So, do you think music play a big part in our community?
Yeah, I think music plays a huge part, especially if you're active. I mean, because your role is what people see and listen to. And if you're active, then you out in the community doing stuff, whether it's shows or barbecues or, you know, walkthroughs or whatever it may be. It makes a difference because people listen. You know, especially outside the radio. So yeah, I think it's a huge part in Kansas City scene. It's feeding folks. It's providing jobs. There's some brilliant minds out here making things happen, quietly eating. Everybody getting the bag, ain't nobody really tripping, you know, as far as their lane, doing what they do in the music, you know. And it's guys who's been eating for a while, you know, and big ups, you know, it's a business. A lot of guys don't understand that, but it's a business.
Yes, foremost, it's a business.
It's a business first,
Yeah,
you know.
for real.
And Tony G used to say show business. Yeah, entertainment.
Show business.
It's show your business. It's gotta be business. You know what I'm saying? So the guys out there doing good business makes the city look good. You know what I'm saying? And you know, one of the biggest guys I can say right now is Popper. You know, he took a microphone and used his voice. It's Flip Your Wig Records. when he was back on that. Yeah. I got video when he looked like he was about 12 years old. But this guy I've watched and how he's taken his craft and utilized it in a business platform, and now he's making corporate moves for the city.
Yes.
And involved and got a voice now at the table. And that's important. So we need to see that. Artists, producers, anybody in this business need to see that, because that's what needs to happen, and that's how our city comes together. When we get more of those guys on the table, we're able to be as one and make bigger moves. That's what I mean by the bar's risen. So please understand the business, because a lot of it is around.
Exactly.
You'll miss it if you don't know it. So
exactly.
yeah, so
And Rice taught me the business, so
it's important.
you really gotta know the business, man. So that's real. That's real.
Talk. And we got lawyers and we got consultants if we need to call them. And if we don't know, we go call them, and they're going to make sure we know. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be on your business, because there's ways to make sure you are. So yeah, it's really important in Kansas City that the music is heard and exposed and business is done properly. So when it does take off, like your Rich the Facts, your Fat Tones, your
R.I.P.
Ron
the Tone, man.
Yeah, my peoples.
Man.
When they music take off, Ecstasy, when So Heavy took off, it took over the state. Like, you can play these records anywhere over the whole state of Missouri, and people was familiar with them and knew the record word verbatim. You know what I'm saying? So that's campaign, and that's work. That's business. I mean, when you can get your record hot outside of the DJs, because the DJs gonna do their part as well. But yeah, it's you can't do it without the city depending on you to do what you do.
Exactly.
If you can do it here in Kansas City, where this is the trenches.
I'm telling you, you can do it
if
here.
You can do it here and get the noise here. It's nothing outside the state. Everybody love you when you ain't at home.
That is the truth.
If you ain't been out and experienced that, then you don't know what I'm talking about.
That
But
is
if
the
you
truth.
have, you know what I'm talking about. Get outside of Kansas City and let them hear you.
Yeah.
They like, what?
What? Wait a
Damn,
minute.
you from what? Yeah. Here, man, nigga hate on you. Nigga hate on you if you ain't superstar on him. He'll hate on you, man. You gotta watch it. And the haters pull their coat real fast so they don't hate long. You pull it, just pull it real fast so they don't hate long. But love, man, love to the city, man. Everybody working, man.
Hey, so do you think the internet plays a part in the music now? Because back then we used to.
Man, we used to come out the trunk. we was shaking hands. We at the park with you. We can touch you. We gonna talk to you when you see us. You know what I'm saying? The internet, that's kind of really gone now, and extremely with this pandemic that just came upon us. That has changed the game. You don't get the campaign like that. Get out. What we used to say, shake hands and kiss babies. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's not an opportunity now. Everything is streaming, and that's the internet. You know what I'm saying? So understand the business side of that, and how to get involved and get your music on that platform, because that's where the money's at now.
That's where it's at now.
And that's for independent artists, because that's what the labels are looking at now.
They looking at it, see if your numbers is there.
Yeah, they looking for your numbers now.
Yeah,
your platform, your social media platform, and your
Right.
streaming platform. They're going to see you as you do what you do. That's part of doing business, because that's a platform, and that's what you got to do. It's almost like making a schedule, saying I got to be at this city, that city, that city. You're going to have to be on time. People going to have to handle you, make sure you're there where you need to be. Business. It's not just about getting in the booth and grabbing the mic and downloading the beat, and I got a hit that overnight. Man, we going to go platinum, dog. I got you. Yeah. A lot more business behind the door. When y'all hear these records on
the radio.
that's platinum and all that, it was a lot of work before you heard it. You know what I'm saying? And that's charting. That those records are charting. So it's a machine to get there. So it's definitely some business that needs to be involved. So be on your business, man. And my last project was called All About My Business, Not That BS.
All about my business.
All I do is work, man. I tell you, man.
So who are some of the artists? I mean, because you have so many people signed in the booth. We're going to get in the booth to show you that too. But who are some of the artists that been down the drop down studio? I mean, I know you probably can't name them all, but just shout out a couple of them that that stood. The session stood out to you.
I'm gonna shout out all of them, because the only people that haven't been here is Tech Nine and Rich the Fact. I'm the only two artists in Kansas City that I haven't recorded here. I've got Tech on records that I produced. He sent his vocals on them. With Greedy, I did the beat to that record. Mixtapes with Rich the Factor, got him involved in stuff. I've been mixtape and stuff with Rich, getting him on the mic, talking about Fresh and Rice. We would say shooting elbows. I'll go listen to the mixtape, nigga. But them are the only two artists that I hadn't had down here. Chris Calico.
That was a good session that stood out.
That one stood out. Because, Big Boy LeVar.
Big Boy getting you chills, man.
You know,
when he sings.
These guys, you know, the way they do their recordings is unique, and that was helpful. Because I do a lot of rap vocals, and when you start getting guys who's singing and, you know, layering them vocals, boy, it sounds so beautiful, you know. So those two guys stood out when they was here. I mean, I done had everybody in here, man. I mean, ask yourself, have you been in here?
Have you been in here?
Have you been in here? Because this is legendary. I mean, you get to see the wild. I mean,
for real.
we way back, man. This has been 25, 30 years right here, man.
Yes.
We way back, man. I've been working with a lot of people, man. I'm just behind the scenes real quiet now, watching the new DJ Rices and the new DJ Freshes, which is, you know, the Max, the guys who was 10, 15 years behind us, you know. They the ones who catch the baton and doing their thing, and that's exciting to watch, you know.
Exactly.
And, you know,
I love to see people win, man. Love to see people win.
It's a business, and these guys have understood it as DJs how to really keep things popping and cracking records. And making documentation behind it now. Big shout out to the core DJs, Tony Neal,
man,
DJ 3,
Mo Heat,
Mo
you
Dot.
know what I'm saying?
Core DJs, they kind of organize the DJs in a sense to where documentation can come from one organization playing one record. That's huge. We didn't have that back. We had record pools. It was almost backwards. Because record pools meant the labels would send it to the pool, and then the pool would send you all the records. So that meant on your mixtape, literally, a cassette, mixtape, you had all the new records. Nobody else heard it, not even the radio. So that's what made DJs back when I started, 81, 82, around in there, 83, no, 82. Summer of 81, 82. That's what made it important, because now you had all the new music on one cassette, and $5 wasn't nothing to get this off, and all the new music. So you wanted that mixtape,
Exactly.
and that's how the DJ's name started showing up. And then you show up at the party. At least when I showed up at the party, I'm ready to turn it out, because I did that scratch on the turntable. I'm a turntablist. It was all about that, you know. So party over at 1 o'clock. You guaranteed 12:50. I'm great. Lights coming on. I'm great. Scratch and show out. Motherfuckers stand around watching. So that's how the end of the night gonna go. That's how important DJs was back then. You know what I'm saying? Now DJs at this point, they the promoters almost. You know, so they can get you exposed to bigger crowds and put you in bigger platforms that you won't have opportunities to have. The DJs are doing that now while they still pushing your record. Me and Wicked had something different. I was a DJ big enough to be able to make her beat.
Exactly.
Recorder. And then we go out that night and party, and she's getting ready to perform that motherfucker.
Exactly.
In front of 300-400 people, 550. What was in Columbia? That was like 1,300, 1,400. Her first time in Columbia.
It was more than that in there.
Shit,
that
about,
motherfucker was
about
packed.
26, 27.
Yeah, it was packed. It was
Packed
packed
all the way
to the back and upstairs. So
yeah, that was dope.
That was dope, man.
And then we did the Mystical.
Yeah, we did the Mystical. That was probably about 14.
Nah, that was 3,200.
That was 32.
That was 32.
Yeah,
Mystical. And then we did Mystical at the
again
at the Mystical Auditorium. Downtown.
Yeah.
And that was a 10,000 seater.
Yeah. So
We had about 5,000 seats. About half full in there that night.
man, I love being on stage with DJ Rice. He give me that cue, and it's just a turn up. You know what I'm saying? It's just because he's gonna get the party hype. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be ready for you.
You know, Rice Tracks. I love Rice Tracks because when I first met you, you was a DJ, but then we started doing the beats. Right. But when we went to the party, when they say the life of the party, he gonna turn it up.
Oh, I didn't turn
He gonna turn it up. I mean, before I get on stage, everybody already.
Yeah, they ready.
They ready.
I'm gonna set it up for you.
They ready.
It's gonna be hype. Yeah.
You know, performing with you was just like we had some really good times, man.
Yeah, we had some.
You know,
We had some.
we had some really good times.
We really did, man. And we was winging it.
Yeah,
we was out there doing. Hey, next Friday, yeah. So yeah, we would. Yeah, we had big fun.
You know,
man.
if we knew the things that we
know
know now, then.
We would have the legendary money.
Yeah, that's true.
We would have that legendary
But
money.
I didn't know the business that much.
I didn't either. I was learning, busting my head, scraping my knees as we was going.
So.
And you know, it took a while.
Shout out to the whole drop down, man, because you know, in the Rice Clan, because you know,
they roll with it. They roll with it
state
all the way
to state,
through.
baby.
State, we was gone with it.
We was gone with it. So
I mean, from
you
security
know,
to
carrying the records. You gonna do something?
Doing something, motherfucker. Shit, you getting in? Well, yeah, come on,
let's go. So, man, we had some good times, man. Shout out to the whole Rice Clan, man.
Big ups to that, man. Life for the DJ. Go take a peek at that, man. Actually, it's on YouTube.
Yes.
And you can find me. You can just Google me.
I'm going to be airing a little bit of it at the beginning, so you know.
Oh, okay.
You already know what it is, so you're going to just tap in, man.
Tap in. She gonna...
Man, this is my guy right here, man. I love you, brother, man. Like, I want to give you your roses while you're here. I just want to say thank you for everything, and you're like family to me.
Oh, man, it's always been family, man.
Always, so.
And love.
Man.
Goes both ways, fam.
Real talk.
Real talk, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We out.
100.
Yeah, okay. It's the life for DJ, you hear me, baby?
Rice Track beat.
Young boss. Okay.
Life of the DJ,
Yeah.
life of the party.
I got decades in this shit, you hear me, baby? My DJ Rice, I salute you, you hear me, my nigga? This how I met him, though. Hey, I was just a young girl rapping on my mixtape hype, and then I ran into the legendary DJ Rice, the youth who kept it jumping every first Friday night. Sipping on that mix with no coke, just ice. We made dope boy fresh for the hustlers and the go-getters. Then we made booty, that's a song for the dope scratching to killing parties to making beats. He do that. Realest nigga on turntables, but y'all already knew that. Bounce.
Catch me in the club in your city, DJ Rice on the ones and twos, Rice Clan with me. Gone off a fifth of miss, yeah, my vision blurred. Give me the mic, I spit it back, I don't slur a word. I learned it from the best, so the best I gotta bring it. K-Grim Entertainment, got these ladies out here screaming. Doing it for my homie, 30 years in the game. And he cut the best records, make the club say his name. DJ Rice, you been blessed.
Rice made the beat, so I ripped it. Wanna hate cause I'm gifted. My eyes kinda low cause I'm lifted. Sippin' Juliet in the VIP. Got DJ Rice right next to me. Spinning turntables out in KC. The #1 DJ reppin' the streets. We brought you the armed criminal action back in 98. Get the record straight. That Tone Capone, that Fat Tone. We had the biggest movement in the showing stage. Stacking up records by the crate. The life of the party can't be late. Pull up to the club on 28. I drop lyrics. You replay twice. In the life of Mr. DJ Rice. Fresh Rice Part 1. Mouthpiece Critical. The City album dropped. Head Icy Rock shoot our first video. A little more than business. Never would I fail you. Remember you locked up. We pumped you up on KJLU. What can I tell you? We go way back. One love to DJ Rice. I really mean it when I say that.
Life of the DJ, life of the
Rockin' with the OG system, firm hosted hot track. I be on the block tack, 2700 grind. But hating on the slusher was a theme song that summertime. When the winter rolls around, I night boot brick. I'm around top, underneath the street lights. With a beat like this, I just had to rip. So I do step it first, then I landmark it next.
Shout out to my DJ, they gon' put this shit on replay. 30 years in the game, from the turntables to the mixtape. It's 10 trips to my death day. All the rights don't kill them, but show these niggas no leeway and make sure that they feel you. Every city we touch down, we burning down that building. I started off in a drop down and recorded shit with my nigga. Like Snug Grim and CGP and Cash In with my nigga. They might show you how to do it, and Gucci Louis was a killer. Shit.